What's up, everybody? It's a part two of my video. It's we're coming back. This video is basically we're gonna kind of fix this up a little bit, and we're definitely gonna work on the nav bar section. Now I have my notes out on the side over here, but I'm gonna type it all out because I can go to the code pen that I have that I will put on the last video that I'm making, so we can see how this thing works. So let's go straight to the body on the site. Okay, the body has the font family. Now we're gonna give it a display of flex. All right, and these are like some of the things that I'm doing now. Display of flex is not what we want, so let's give it a flex direction. Okay, let's Z that, and then the flex direction of column, and now that's gonna put everything back into perspective. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna be putting width 100% on everything, okay? So that's what we're gonna do for that and the nav. We're gonna put the width right here, 100% of what they give you, of the real estate that they're giving you. Now, is that gonna change much? No, it's gonna look exactly the same. Now for the footer, though, one thing I have to do for the footer itself is I have to put margin top. Oh, we got a type margin. Now you could put margin like this and put auto like this. Hold on. And 1 and 2 and 3 like that, and that might work. Let's see. No, so we're just gonna deal with margin top. And then we're gonna delete all these zeros right here because those no longer need it. Let's see. So that did not work as I expected it to not work, because we don't have in the body. Let's go site. We wanted to have a min width, a min height. I mean, of 100 VH. So that's the difference. And there you go. So we got this main section. We got the blog, vlog, careers. These are all what we don't want right now. So now we're going to go back to the navs because we basically fixed this. What happens is we have the bottom, you know what I'm saying, stuck to the bottom. The footer stuck to the bottom, and we put the auto margin top. It's always going to be there. When we add stuff to here and we fix this up, this would be a little bit skinnier or thinner, and then this would be also less because this is going to be gone. And we're gonna have, this is why, let's just go through it. And then we'll have more room and we'll see some stuff, okay? So in the main section, you saw that the body has its own color, but we're not worried about the body right here. We got this width 100%. We're going on the nav right now, and we definitely want it to be a display of flex. I forgot about that for the nav. Now what happens here is everything goes here. This is really kind of like not what we want to see. All right, this looks horrible at best. So let's put some padding in here. All right, we want some padding of at least 0.5 rem. I like 0.5, and I like to use rem because rem is like an elastic mode. So we have some padding in here, and now on our A we want some padding as well. But this is for the inside, so let's go 0.5 rem. I like to go big or go home since we're doing it on a big thing. So now these are separated. Everything looks great. Absolutely amazing. So we're going to come back up here to that nav bar. Let's close the footer so we won't get lost. Come back to the nav bar. Let's drop it down. We just close it. If we highlight over here, open and close. Our image in our logo section looks good. So let's save that. And let's save this. And let's look at that. Oh yeah, that looks decent. We could go 0.5. Or 5 RAM here. It'll make it a little bit smaller and look just a little bit better. Now we want to align items center. So that's gonna make, well, let me just show you what it's gonna do. It's gonna make all this in the center. Bam, that looks freaking amazing. I'm so glad I thought of it. Let's make this let's delete that plus sign and let's make this a little bit darker like that. Yeah, that's gonna make the white look a little bit nicer. I'm gonna leave all the colors and everything. I'm leaving the same, so forgive yourselves. All right, what else did I want to put up there that I'm not make sure I'm not forgetting? We want a gap. I was not thinking about that gap. I totally forgot about that gap, and I put it as one rem. So that makes everything gappy. You know what I'm saying? And over here in the nav bar, we definitely want a margin. And I'm going to use the margin like it's supposed to be top. We don't need a margin for the top, so let's put 0. Do we need a margin for the right? I'm going to put like 2.5 rem. Do we need a margin for the bottom? No. For the left hand side, it goes top, right, bottom, left. I'm going to put another 2.5 rem. And I'm going to leave it like that for now. And let's see what that looks like. Bam. Oh. So we don't want this margin to the left or right. So let's exit that. Let's get that out of there. Let's put that in the logo. Alt-Shift-F to make everything look neater. And see what that does when we save it. That's exactly what we want. We want this logo by itself. And usually the logo has the home, the click index. It basically has this. We don't really care either way. It doesn't need either one of them. Okay, so that takes care of like I said, I'm double checking everything I put over here to make sure I didn't go crazy. All right. So now that we're done with the logo section, where's the logo section? Let's start with the nav. No. Oh, that's no wonder I'm going crazy. Let's start with the link, the DD links. Hold on, let's see what's going on. Okay, I'm gonna go into the DD. Let me see. We got the drop down menu, the button, and the DD links. Now, what I'm doing here is I'm making sure that I'm following the same thing I did before, but I named them differently. So now I feel stupid. So let's make myself feel smart again. We got the nav logo, class, nav link. Okay. Honestly, I'm not that concerned about the nav links, but I think we're gonna add that in here just to have it in here. And like I said, we're gonna put class, and I'm just gonna make it links. Let me see what I put the name here. We're gonna put it link for now, because these are the links in the nav bar. I like to usually put nav before it, but I'm pretty sure once it's in here, it's in here. So the A, we're doing the pattern or whatever. We could literally do all this stuff on the A itself. Actually, let's just do that there. It makes the same sense. So it got no background. It goes background none, because we're gonna be messing with this later. So border none. All right, and we're leaving the color the same way. Oh yeah, we want the cursor to be pointer. That's always a given for most links like that. Padding and 0. And I have font size extra large. Let's see, font size XX large. Let's see what that looks like on here, because it's a big screen. It looks good only because it's a big screen. It's the main reason why I'm doing this, because it's a big screen. So now we're gonna do an and hover. All right. So, but what I like about this, once again, let me save that, and let me show you the site CSS. We in the nav bar now. Now it's separating, everything like that. The nav A. I don't have to put, I'm not putting this, then putting that, then putting hover, because I'm gonna put and hover, and it's gonna separate it. Watch, I'll show you what I mean in a second. We are gonna do something real simple. We're gonna go and hover like this, have this open up, and we're gonna change the color to, I don't know, what color did I have there? Yeah, black. So I'm gonna change the background color. Well, you know what? Let's oh, this is wrong right here. Why did that open? Control Z. I meant to put Control S, and I meant to click here. So in here, we want to put an and hover, and you got to do that, and then press hover. All right, and we want to put. Let's see, what is the background of color of this, whatever this RGB is. If you click here, you could change it to like the hashtag, and sometimes that's easier to copy. So we're gonna put the color that, and then yep, that's exactly what we want, and then that, and then we're gonna put background color. So if I press BGC, it's gonna give me some type of color. That's white, and we're gonna go with the with black. All right, we're just gonna go black. 1, 2, 3 zeros, and that's black. Let's just see what that looks like for now when we hover. Bam, 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 and then we're gonna do that for the that too. So this class link right here makes a lot of sense now, and we're gonna put it for the button as well. And we don't want these to have the same highlight as those. So for A, we're just gonna change this to dot link, and now that's gonna change all that. So we have the A dot link dot hover. I mean, colon hover. But you see, we don't have to separate it. It's in here, and we don't even have to use all these words. So that makes it a little bit easier. I just want to show that again for my self-sanity. See what that looks like now. Bang, 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 bang. Okay, so this button should have a hover to it. Okay. And hover. Okay. So we could basically get rid of the button colors right here for now. All right. All right, and I just save that. See what happens. Okay. You see, it has a little thing. I don't know why it's not doing that. It will eventually. We'll make it to do that. But let's just go and let's keep going down here. All right. Let's start with the drop down. The drop down. The first thing we want on that is we want to make the position relative. All right. The reason we're doing the position to be relative is that we want the position here to be positive. I mean, absolute, not positive. All right. What this is going to have us do is it's going to have us allow us to do what we need to do here in this menu section, because that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. What we have to do for the drop down menu itself. I mean, the drop down section. But for the drop down menu, we got some things we want to deal with that. All right. First of all, we want to definitely make sure that the left is 0 and the top 100% for now. Well, if you put 100%, let's see what that looks like. Okay. So this looks right. Okay. This looks kind of right, but I'm trying to figure out what's going on. We got DD in the DD menu. Okay. So we got DD in the DD menu. I think maybe what's going on is that, let me see something real quick in these buttons. We got this div class. We got this class drop down links. Yeah. Okay, so this is what I did wrong. I'll Control Z that. This is what I did wrong right here. Is I want this button right here, Control X, and I want it to be outside of that. Let's see what happens there. Maybe not everything looks right. I knew something was going wrong, and it was my brain was not on drugs. So here we go. We're gonna make this menu stuff. Now we're gonna mess with it some more. I'm just double checking to make sure I got everything I want here. So what happens when we put top 100%? Basically, that means this is 100% right next to this. The very top of this div is actually right underneath the button. It's exactly where we want it to be, the very top of the div. Some people use a calc because they don't like it, and they use something like calc, and then they put 100%, and they put plus. And you got to make sure you like 25 rem, right? And you want to, oh, you don't have to put that there. And you want to make sure that the plus sign is not next to that, also it's not going to work. So if I save this, you won't notice anything. It looks exactly the same, right? 100%. Well, I guess my thing is better, but as you can see, there it is, that drop, and it's not supposed to show, but because VS Code is so awesome, it's still gonna add it. But if you do that somewhere else, it's not gonna add it. Right now, I don't care if it's there or not, but I just wanted to show that, and I'm just gonna leave that there for now because I have it on my original one, and I'm just messing with this stuff right now. All right, this menu one has a lot of stuff that I really don't care for. We already got the background color, the background color is blue right there, so I'm gonna leave the color there. I'm gonna give it some padding. All my padding is gonna be in rem, so let's put 2.5 rem. I'm going to give it some border radius. Okay, border radius. Like some people once again want to use pixels a lot here. I'm gonna put 0.2 rem. 0.2 rem. And what this does is it's gonna give this border radius like right here. And you notice how that is huge. What did I put? Oh, it's 0.25 rem for the pattern, not 25 rem. Wow, it's like whoa. So you see, there you go, right there. That works. All right, looking great. Let me see. It should be we're gonna get to the link section. We're just gonna make it drop down, and we're gonna have a column of display flex. So that's gonna be cool looking. So right now, what else I want to do? Okay, we're gonna do a box shadow, and I was going over this to make sure I understood everything. The first X is your horizontal, is X. So let's put. I'm gonna make this everything big. And we're gonna see everything's crazy. All right, so we need a color. So let's just put a color of yellow, just for the heck of it. For now, we're gonna change those colors. And this is a back shadow. All right, and you definitely need like an X and Y. Let's just put 1 rem on each side. Oh, that's not. Let's see how this works. This is X and this is Y. If I'm not going crazy. So that's a lot. Let's change the X first, to make sure that this is the X and not the Y. So it should be more to your to the left. There it is. That was right. And let's do the same thing to this, so we could make it 0.5, and it'll be up now. Now that's the Y. Another variable that people like to put in here is the blur, which we're gonna put as 1 rem for now. And this, oh man, I keep doing that. And this is to show you. This is where the blur is happening. That looks pretty awesome, actually. I don't. This could be a 2 on both of these. I actually like the yellow on that color, but I'm not gonna leave it like that for my project. It's gonna be all black, the nav bar. So let's just see what that looks like. That looks great. And there's one more. There's one more attribute we could actually put. Let's put 1 rem, and let's see what that does. This last one makes the blur spread bigger. So usually people put 0. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put a 0.2 rem in there and a 0.1 rem in there. Oh. And then press Control S, and let's save that. And that kind of looks better, but I want the blur to be a little bit more than that. So let's put a 0.5 too. I don't care. I'm just adding numbers in front of it now. And that looks a little bit better. Let's leave it like that for now. See, I'm getting so into this, I'm not paying attention. So right now, like I said, I learned from the Web Dev guy, and I'm going to put the opacity at 0.5. Like I think that's 50%, so we can stay seeing it. As you see, it's kind of blurry. We're gonna put a border on it of is it 1? Do they have 1 pixel or something like that? Let me see. No, we don't have no border on it, so I'm not gonna put no border on it. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna put the font size on the other one later. We are going to do this thing called pointer events. because that's gonna help out. And we're gonna put none. That's gonna help out for the JavaScript that I learned from my man's Kyle. Like I said, this CSS, not all of it is 100% old to me. A lot of it's new to me. Transform, translate. Okay, and it's translate Y. And we're gonna put a negative 10 pixels. So negative 0.5 rem. That's what we're gonna put. Now this is for the animation that's gonna start happening. All right, it has a negative, and that's why we put the calc thing in there. And then on top of that, we're gonna have a transition opacity. And what that does, when we do transitions, the first one is like what you want to transition. Okay, so the first thing we want to do is the opacity. We want 1.5 ease in and out, right? I like to put ease in and out. And then we're gonna do a transform in here as well of the same thing, 1.5 seconds. I don't know why I didn't put the S on it. Ease in and out. All right, and then we close it up, and then we'll put the S here. So I like seconds because I talk in human form, milliseconds. Like I don't want to put 150 milliseconds. That's, you know, you gotta put 150, then MS, and you know I don't talk in MS. So right now nothing's gonna happen because we're not clicking it, and it's at 50%. So it doesn't matter. I mean, let's see. Like you don't really see anything happening, so that's fine. So, okay, so I'm here. So now I have to go to these. Yeah, I did put the font size larger. So let's put the. Is it in there? All right, let's put it in here. Font size larger for that one section. I like to, like I said, I like my stuff neat. So this looks bigger, and you're like, where's the rest of this? This is the log. This is the vlog, but it's not going anywhere. And since you know nothing's happening, and I believe they don't even have. Okay, they do have that. So when we do the JavaScript later, those will pop up. Now on the link list, we got the color white. We want the display flex, and we want the flex direction to be column again, and that's the end of that. Let's see that, and now you see all of them in a line how we want it. And did I have a width on that? That's pretty much everything. But I did have a gap, so let's put the gap. And the gap was at a 0.25 rem. All right, like I said, I do everything in rems and stuff now, so it has a gap in between the words. If you can't see that, let me just put this to 1 real quick. Well, I'll leave it as 1. When you see it later, these will be able to be highlighted and stuff. But you see how it's over here, and you know, when you click the JavaScript, it's gonna actually do transitions. The transitions, it will disappear and go up, and then when we click it again, it'll come down. For the most part, this is how I kind of want. I really don't want this color on it. I'm gonna put this color background or some white or something like that. But for now, I like this. Let me see how far we are, so I could do the JavaScript. We're at 23 minutes. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna save this. I'm gonna stop this video, and I'm going to come back and do the JavaScript. Now I do want this to be 100% width. Let's see if we could do that with 100%. Let's see if that changes anything. When I was learning it, he was doing like different sections, so that didn't change anything on the width here. So let's put that as a min width right here. Let me see. Maybe that's the, yeah, that's the links, and this is the menu. So we want the menu to also be a width of 100%. And let's see what that looks like. So that looks better, and we're definitely gonna have a a hover on this as well. So let's see how I have my hover here. Okay, I have it a little bit different because we added extra stuff. And the reason we added extra stuff is that we are going to be using the data attributes in the HTML. So yeah, so that's one thing. And we set aside the information thing. So this is actually supposed to be displayed in a grid, but I'm not gonna do all that because I'm not using a grid. So we could basically do a hover down here and hover, and then we come over here and we could just put background color black, and then we're gonna put color wheat. I like wheat like that, something different. Let's see if we have that. Well, what happens is we deleted the pointer event. so let's just comment that out to see if what would happen if that's not there. So the whole thing gets it. So the whole thing is getting highlighted. But we need to put this and hover. It should be on the A side. So let's put A here. Delete this one, and then let's come down and then let's do that. Alt Shift F. There you go. That makes everything look cool as heck. It made everything look cool. Shoot, I might even put that as wheat. Let's take that yellow and put it as wheat. Let's just see how that looks. Yeah, I like that wheat. I don't like the purple with this, so definitely gonna have to change that. So, but let's end this video now before I start explaining extra stuff that I don't need to explain. And that's pretty much it. All right. I'm also gonna put one last thing I would do before I end this video is on the site itself, on the main, I'm gonna put height. I'm gonna put height also 100%. Let's see if I could. I want to see if that does that. Anything? Let me see. No. You just gotta fill the main section in. I think that's why people use this would definitely make it bigger. Bam. So the body has that has it, and you see how it's still stuck to the bottom. All right, so let's see what this does right here. I definitely want to put the width as 100% though. And yeah, so all right, so we got so the reason I put the body like that, the main section of the body, I mean, is because we definitely want this main section to have that, min height, and you see this is still stuck in the bottom, nothing in the bottom of that. Yeah, that's beautiful. Okay, we're gonna come back, and the next video we're gonna do the JavaScript on this, and then we're also going to do the navigational system. Thank you very much. I will be signing out.